Carrie. I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
I'm Marisa.
And this is our weekly watch list, where we pretty much, we're not kidding, watch as many K-dramas as humanly possible in 1 week, and then come back and report to you everything. That we come back and report to you kind of what our thoughts are on it, what we're liking, loving, dropping, actively hating, in love with. There's a lot of emotion.
There's many emotions.
Many levels of emotion.
Around K-drama.
Yes.
Come share your emotions about K-dramas with us here. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Besides the weekly watch list, we have many great things to share with you.
We also have a news shot on Wednesday, and on Fridays we do something special. Sometimes it's a podcast, like the podcast we have coming up. So thank you to our coffee supporters. We're doing a podcast on first love, on Come and Hug Me.
And
so emotional.
I love this show so much. Thank you so much for letting me just have an opportunity to just talk about it nonstop. I can't wait.
Yes, so you want to make sure you do what? Subscribe. So don't miss it.
Don't miss it. It's going to be delicious and juicy.
Yes.
Chunky.
Chunky.
Oh, I love him so much. Okay. But this is our weekly watch list. So let's talk about what we watched this week. Monday, Tuesday. It was a full 2 days for me. I don't know about you guys, but it is my fullest, happiest 2 days of K-dramas right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I love it. He is Psychometric is the one that's been on the longest, and I'm enjoying it. I thought this week, unfortunately, we went a little heavy on our main couple.
Yeah.
But we didn't give me as much as I wanted with Prosecutor Kong.
Oh.
He kind of like, but I'm not gonna lie, they took him out of the prosecutor clothes and put him in like civvies.
That's right. He's been in a suit the whole time.
Goodness
which
gracious.
is great.
Yes. But him in civvies and like an overcoat and like a, yes. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So he's finding his mother, who we now know is alive, and then we actually,
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And then we found out
I'm behind on everything because let's face it, I was binge watching Come and Hug Me to prepare for
I'm
the
a little
podcast.
behind too. I'm on 7 and 8.
Well,
and
I'm almost jealous of you because you can binge through those two and roll right into this week's episodes, which are going to be really good.
Okay.
And we got to the big reveal much earlier than I was expecting. So, and I thought they did a really good job with it.
Good.
They did a really nice job with it. I was actually surprised how good they did with it.
I'm really loving all the characters
Yes.
and all the coupling, and I think
Yes.
everyone matches each other really well.
Absolutely.
And for an idol, I think, you know, he is
delightful.
Jin Young, really good actor.
He really is. He's a very natural actor. Like
Yes.
there's nothing. He's not forced. Like there's
Right.
nothing forced about his acting, which I was really surprised by. In all honesty.
This show's been such a surprise. I know we say it every week, but so glad to have found it.
Thank you. Again and again.
Yes.
Now, one that was not that much of a surprise to me was Special Labor Inspector, which just started this week.
this is new.
Oh my God.
So-
I love it. I love it.
Tell me about it.
it is Fiery Priest without the Catholicism.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's everything I wanted in a show.
Yes, and a dash of the player. Like a whiteboard came out with like
With photos
Oh my God,
and
it's so much fun.
dry
I love
erase
it
markers.
So much.
yeah, so much fun.
And I love how we aren't having like this big exposition dump in the first 2 episodes. Like you find out things slowly by, like suddenly you realize he has a daughter because she's like, blah, blah, blah. She's
Yeah,
embarrassed by him. I'm like,
embarrass me,
wait,
Dad.
what happened? Wait. Oh, he's got a kid.
Oh, she's his ex-wife.
Oh, like I liked how that happened. It wasn't like you got this full hour of like exposition where you're just like
relationship,
get it.
backstory.
Okay, it's good.
But
we
again,
just dove right in.
because the lead is Kim Dong-wook
He's
from
so
The Guest
good.
and Along with the Gods. He's such a good
Such a
actor,
good
so
actor.
you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. I know he just came off doing The Guest, but I don't think he does K-dramas all that often. I think he mostly does films. So you know that when you have someone of his caliber, that it's just going to be fun
So
and
fun.
well written and maybe a little different. So
It really has been.
good.
And then we could not discuss Special Labor Inspector without mentioning Kim Kyung Nam.
yes.
Speaking of Come and Hug Me.
The brother from Come and Hug Me. He was also in Where Stars Land. And I love this
that's
character
right, yeah.
so much
So
more.
much.
So much because you can tell he's having fun with it.
So much fun. I love him in the overcoat and like being the
That
badass.
shearling
Oh my God, it was so amazing.
I'm glad he gets to have fun with a role of
Yeah.
Yep.
And just, it's really well written. The characters are interesting. Lots of different levels and different emotions. They're not just one note.
I loved how like you found out the backstory for Kim Kyung Nam's character was that he was like a punk kid in high school, and Kim Dong Wook's character like basically kept him from being a complete punk. And then there's this one throwaway line that I thought was hilarious. It was like he kept me from being a terrible person, and one of his minions went, What?
You are a terrible
You are a
person.
terrible person. What are you talking about?
You're a thug, a moneylender.
Fantastic.
But it's just, you know,
An
that
even more terrible person.
Yeah,
apparently.
that cartoon quality that they add, and the judo flashbacks were just so fun. So much
fun.
flying around.
Oh, highly recommend it.
Kim Dong-wook's a pretty big guy. I did not really.
Right?
Did you?
Well, I read that he put on like 20 kilos for this.
For
role.
this?
Wow.
He definitely
Yeah,
looked
like he-
big.
So he hit the gym hard.
Either he hit
Yeah.
the gym hard or just ate a lot of hot dogs. I'm not really sure which, because he looks a little.
lot of
He looks a
ramen.
little, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they hide
it
him
could
in
just
these
be carb,
suits.
carb-
carb face.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
hide him in these suits because he's a civil servant.
So I think it
Right.
kind of fits because you're kind of.
Is he?
you
He's
know,
the special labor inspector.
you know,
right?
Yes, he is the
He's
labor
someone-
the title
inspector.
character.
Yeah, someone who rides the desk is gonna not look like ripped and judo
No,
ready.
but he's a former judo coach. So
Ah.
this is so much
It's so
fun.
fun.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of fun.
Love it.
And I was unbelievably surprised this week with my fellow citizens and how fun yet emotionally satisfying it was.
Again, really well written.
Really well written.
I love Kim Min Jung so much in
God,
this.
she's so great.
She's like, what did I say? She's like a vulnerable bad guy.
Yes. Yeah.
She's really good.
and she hits those turns from psychotically maniacal into
Yes.
comedy so well.
That deadpan that she
Oh,
has.
she's
just
so
like,
good
she's
at
like,
it.
"Oh,
And
what about this?
the actor who played her father in her horrible father in Mr. Sunshine
Oh,
is
oh.
also the
Yes.
assemblyman in this show.
And I had forgotten about that because I also dropped Mr. Sunshine. So I
Yes, you
didn't
did,
really
but you know, Professor Choff in Memories of the Alhambra.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he
So
always plays such a always plays
That-
such a god awful character.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
often. I hope he's laughing all the way to the bank.
that scene.
I'm sure he is.
Where am I? I guess I'm a little behind. I didn't quite. Oh, the subs on Viki were a little
They were
slow
a little
coming.
slow, so
I think I ended
wasn't
up
quite
getting to,
caught
but
up.
I will tell you
Did you
what.
watch it? Is
I
it a Kocowa?
I'm only. I
is.
haven't checked Kocowa.
No, it's not because it's TVN. It's
it's
only
TVN,
on
so
Viki.
it's only
So
on
I
Viki.
waited for Viki. But I will tell you what. Like I am not like the hugest Siwon fan, but I like him.
Yeah.
He was really like I am emotionally invested in this couple. Like I really get that they care about each other, and this poor girl, Lee
Yes.
Young's character, has no idea why their relationship has fallen apart.
I know.
And
But
and the
he
fact
does love
he
her.
does love
He does
her.
love
Because
her.
when he was threatened with death,
I
he tried to save her.
and it wasn't.
We did watch that far, so I watched
Yeah.
And
that.
I just thought the scene was so well done. Like you actually honestly believed he was just completely distraught with what was happening. Like it was, but it still was funny because it was obnoxious, but it still was just really well grounded. It was just
That
really well
scene,
done.
It was so different than that. I mean, you see this kind of
Often.
scene often, right? But Kim Min Jung's character was just like, she looked almost wistful. She was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her you're a con artist before killing her. She'll be so sad. She's dying, but she's sad.
It was so.
That is just like that's maniacal.
hilarious.
It was great, and then I love the
it.
fact
And then
that
she
they-
had to fake the whole second part of the phone conversation.
that
Oh my
was
God.
hilarious.
So funny. So
I love.
funny.
She's like,
Don't try to kill
What?
somebody who's
no.
somebody's wife who's a cop who
Okay.
can who
And
can
I
fight.
did really appreciate the fact that they sent in the thugs, and she kicked all of
She
their asses,
dispatched
and
with them
she
thoroughly.
terrorized them so much. I was like,
I can't wait. They're building up to the two
yeah.
women. Oh, it's going to be good.
The head thug like hung up on. He's just like, I gotta go, and she's like looking at the captive that she's held, the hostages she's holding. She's like, so you're having, hesitation about killing her. Well, I understand that. And she goes on for like,
oh yeah, it was
60
amazing.
more seconds
Oh,
as
it
if
was
she's still talking to
fantastic.
him on the
So
phone.
My
good.
favorite bit was
So
at the
good.
end when he walked out, when she sent him out because she was like, fine, we'll let you do your thing. And she was like, is he gone? And she's like, oh, thank God.
Right,
She's such a good
She's
actress.
so
All these
good.
moments, like she picked up the
She
phone to
does.
talk to the assemblyman, and she did this little squeak before she talked to him.
She's just,
It was
I mean, I think
a delight as a
she
bad guy.
is. Like, I think that's just what it is. Monday, Tuesday. Like, I know we just squeed about the 3 shows, but they're so
so
well
many
written
shows.
and so well acted that you just don't see that lumped together
Yeah.
very often. Usually it's like this, like it's a one-off, like during whatever cycle we're in.
Yeah.
But I got like 3 shows on Monday, Tuesday that I can't wait to watch.
Yes, let us know. Is there kind of a do these days mean something? Like Monday, Tuesday is a type of show, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday
yeah.
is a different
that's
type
a
of
weird-
show.
yeah. Like,
Wednesday, Thursday.
Is
Like
Monday, Tuesday like much like what was the big Thursdays on
must-see TV with all the sitcoms
Yeah.
when it was Friends and
Yeah.
Seinfeld and
Yeah.
It is fascinating.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good
That's
question.
a really good
Monday,
one.
Tuesday is good.
So good. So good. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Big issue.
How's that going?
Kocowa didn't give me my Roku subtitles, so I gave up.
I know. I only watched one episode this week, and
And?
I'm still, you know,
Okay.
it's more of the same. So if you're enjoying it, great.
Right.
If it's too heavy for you, I mean, because it's all sorts of traps being set for Hanye Sol, and it's still that same kind of behind the scenes manipulation and corruption. But I still enjoy it. I'm just a little behind. But,
Gotcha. Okay.
it hasn't veered off track.
I'm not anti-show. Like I'm dropping it, but I'm also like if it's not easy to watch, I'm
was
not
gonna say,
working on
yeah.
it.
I
Last
think
time,
that's
last
what-
time
yeah.
there were episodes available, you said it was
Yeah.
a really tough watch.
So tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so tough. But then there are moments where I'm like, how is it that no one can see each other? They're in cars, and cars have windows.
Right.
Yet somehow they're completely hidden, taking shots of everyone, and they don't see the other car that has a photographer taking pictures of them. So, suspension of disbelief all over the
It's
place.
the same thing
but-
when someone's standing in a hallway having a conversation with somebody and somebody's over here and can watch and hear the whole thing, yet these people don't see that person listening in on their conversation.
Oh,
Because they have a
K-dramas.
face neck.
No peripheral vision in K-dramas. It just doesn't exist.
So as long as you don't question that too much,
Yeah.
it's still
Okay.
it's still dark and a fun ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Kocowa is hit or miss whether or not they'll give me subtitles or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they
That's
actually
pretty
gave them
frustrating.
to me for Dr. Prisoner, and I was pretty happy about that.
Dr. Prisoner has been slow to sub on Viki.
So slow to sub.
And
Prisoner.
So I will say this: I think I finally figured out the game of Dr. Prisoner, and
Yeah?
now
Like
it's
his- like his game plan?
just the entire
Or the
show, the way the whole show is constructed. And I actually, once I kind of tapped into the game of it all, it's actually a lot of fun,
Oh, good.
and I'm enjoying it.
because he's the best.
He's so good. But Marco will attest to this. It makes me crazy. They keep cutting him off at the top of his head on
Wait,
the
what?
framing. It makes me nuts when they cut off
Why?
the framing like here. And so it makes his
I
hair
mean, he's
look
tall,
like,
but you
yeah.
can work around it.
It's a visual
I don't think
thing.
he's that tall,
No.
actually.
It's a visual
is he not?
thing.
No, I think he's a
Oh, I
5'10".
Yeah,
I always
no.
imagined he was super tall.
It is. It's not because
Maybe
he's
he's
coming
lanky.
out of frame. It's a choice.
Yes,
Oh,
your
it's a-
DP
And
is
so it's
set
your
it up that
DP
way.
is set up so he's like, and so all you get is like, you get this, and then you get part of the swoop of the hair, and so it just falls here.
Oh, his hair's so good.
It's
Why
so
would
good.
you cut it
Why
out?
would you cut it out, right? And so, but it's so funny. They always get these very intense like close-ups of his face, and he's always pursing his lips. He's always like, it's amazing, and I love it.
I need to get caught
good.
up on the show.
And so it's like The Last Empress without it's that level of like ridiculous stakes at all times, and all these crosses and double crosses and this and
Oh.
But without
and
the comedy.
without the comedy. And so I finally have found the game of it, and so I'm kind of like, I think at least for me, I am Nara, the kid, the psychiatrist
Yeah.
thing, because she's kind of like, what's your deal, dude? And so she came in on this one and was basically like, you destroyed his health, and did you know that he's never getting out of that hospital ever again? And he was like,
Oh, really?
Oh,
so even though he like, you think it's that. It's like every time you think he's going bad, it's really not him being bad, but him like playing the system. So I think now that I finally have maybe figured out the game, it's making it a little bit more fun.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. But yeah, and
so,
then
so his morality is under there somewhere, is what you're sensing?
oh yeah, absolutely. He's still he definitely has a purpose, and it's very moralistic. And I can't wait. I'm really hoping it goes there, but it's probably not. But Kim Byung-chul he is He is a gem. He can look exasperated like nobody's business. Like, I want to be able to mimic his face so badly.
I'm thinking about many of his prior characters, and that's I can immediately picture those expressions.
He's hilarious, and I know it's not supposed to be, but he's so good at it that you're just like, oh. So anyway, it's enjoyable. I'm not sure it's a full binge enjoyable, but I actually now kind of look forward to it. Who knew?
That's great.
So yeah,
Good.
and the one that we all are super excited to talk about.
You started it, haven't you?
You have.
I have started.
Have you started
I
it?
did start it. I found time.
Her private life was the
excited.
rom-com I didn't know I wanted at all.
Whoa!
Me, the most cynical one of the
It's
three
a
of
good
us
thing I
sitting
am
here.
sitting down right now.
I know.
Excuse me.
Because it's
Tell me what.
It's just adorable in all the right ways.
She is us.
She is
us in so many ways. Because really, if you found yourself out of work today, what would we all be doing tomorrow?
Watching
Sitting in
lots
our
and
sweats,
lots.
eating a big bowl of yummy food, watching K-dramas.
Oh my God. And
So
I
good.
I think that's what it is. Like, she's an adult, but she has this secret life or her private life.
Yeah, her private life.
Her private
passion.
life.
Yeah.
And it's her passion, and she loves it, and she's good at it.
And she's got a best
And
friend.
she's who supports it 100 times. I
Yes.
could not love her I could not love the best friend more if I tried. Her best friend is the greatest best friend in the history of best friends.
Yes. Because she's the daughter of a building owner.
Yes. Which she's told us at least half a dozen times.
She
in
owns
2
a coffee
episodes.
shop.
So there's some money. She has some money. Okay.
She owns a coffee shop.
She does.
It's so good.
She's so fantastic.
Love that. Love the two of them together.
Oh.
my
Love
God.
that that Kim Jae-wook thinks they're a
They're a
gay
gay
couple.
couple. Oh my God.
But she's worried about being outed as a fangirl. Oh,
She's-
it's just so it's so perfect.
Just so good. And it's actually really well written.
Very well written.
It's
and
not-
very direct.
Yes.
It's not her. So she gets fired from work. He fires her. Park Min Young.
Yes.
Have we mentioned her yet? We love her. And she
little.
she wallows for one night at karaoke at Norabang, but it's so direct. The next day, she's already confronting him. It's like it's not.
Yes.
It's a really. There's been such a shift, right,
Yes.
in female lead characters.
Exactly. And I even appreciated going back to him thinking that they are a lesbian couple. He was going to give him the key, and he actually stops himself, and he was like, I automatically assumed they were opposite sex partners. I'm so disappointed in myself. Like, it was just this whole moment that was just so...
Like he's talking himself down from his own bias, like
Yes.
prejudice that came up, and he's like, "Oh, that's not what I really."
And it
think.
was
oh my gosh, that's so
fantastic.
great.
And
oh, I
as,
can't wait
and
to
as
watch.
someone said on Twitter today about the exact same scene, it was so great to see him do that, and yet still look like a Gucci runway model in that horrible sweater.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, there's a horrible sweater.
Oh, it's awful. But I'm not lying.
Yeah, but you know.
But the way it hangs, you're just like, it's okay.
The clothing in this is amazing. Thank you, K-Drama Fashion on Instagram.
Right.
They've been finding all of these designers, and the clothing is whoever's doing costuming is gorgeous.
I will say that the one piece of I noticed her great silk crepey pantsuit that she was wearing.
Got some great pants.
But then she was at her mom and dad's house for dinner, and she went to leave, and she grabs obviously product placement, but grabs this bag, and I'm like, I don't even like that color, but that's a really nice bag.
Yeah, right?
So I'm looking forward to more excellent leather goods.
And
as
we
well.
can't talk about the show and about her being at home without talking about our favorite Ashima.
Yes, that's going to be interesting.
It is,
how they're
and
setting that up.
I'm excited
Kim
about
Mi-kyung.
it. That,
you. Is
that right?
Yes,
I
Kim
think you
Mi-kyung.
said-
Yeah.
I was wanting to say
I'm
Kim
excited about
Mi-kyung.
that because while we still have yet to get Healer Ajima back, I appreciate the fact that the mom character she's playing is a little quirky and a little spicy.
Yeah.
And I'm
Little
excited
salty.
about that. Yes. And I do love. This is the other thing
She's
that
like,
I love
how's
about
it
the
an
show.
obsession? It's just knitting.
Yeah. She's like, Mom,
like,
there's
Mom.
knitting everywhere.
You do it every
And that's the
day.
thing I love about the show. They're not making her fandom a negative.
It's not a crime.
It's not
Yeah.
a crime. It's not her being twee. It's not her being immature. It's not her being less than.
No, she says
not
before the
shirking
show,
responsibility.
it's a love letter
Yes.
to all
And I
of
love
the
that.
fangirls and fanboys out there.
And that's
And I've forgotten what. Sumpy, thank you very much.
Yes.
Published a list of 10
yes.
terms that you need to know, and you see them in the show. They're put out as definitions.
Stop
So
something.
yes, very fun.
And keep an eye out. We might actually have a show discussing all of those and helping you out with every single one of them. Yes.
You know what? There was one line that totally slayed me that I was like, oh, okay, I'm as if I wasn't already into this show, but he comes into the coffee shop and orders a coffee without coffee in it.
Wait, what?
And she says,
it's so
it's
fantastic.
disrespectful to the
the
latte.
latte.
I'm like, yes!
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's
She is us.
Oh,
How does
she
he
really
order a
is
coffee
us.
with no coffee?
Well, you
It
find
becomes a
out,
plot
yes,
point.
it becomes
That
a plot
makes
point.
sense.
Though I will
Yes.
say this, I mean, it's not a huge one, but it's a pivotal one. But as someone, if you don't drink coffee, and someone puts coffee in your beverage, you're gonna taste it.
Yes.
In probably the first
Even if
sip,
there's milk and coconut
As you bring it to your
chocolate in
mouth,
it.
you're gonna.
you're not gonna pound the entire thing and then go back for seconds before you
realize that it's actually
realize
coffee.
that it's coffee.
Unless
I'm just saying.
unless he's never had coffee before.
Oh,
I
no,
think
you
we haven't really squealed enough about how ridiculously good looking
because then the
he
show
is.
will just go on for days.
In a hospital bed,
Cheekbones.
you know,
It's just
getting run over in a subway, just
my
wherever
God.
he
He
is.
got run over to.
when he
missing
got
so much.
like when he was in that big group of the fangirls coming
At the airport.
at the airport. It was hilarious. I just
that
loved it
was
so much, just watching the confusion and the thing. And
Just like, what's happening?
oh, it just
But you
was
know what?
so great.
Again, like to see this character, you think. I mean, we see it a lot, right? The very kind of stoic, hard ass boss, and yet all this vulnerability, physically like ruffled by
When
getting
he
run
came
over.
in
It's
after the
so
subway
great.
thing and his hair was all like, he's like, give me a minute. I was like, oh yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. And if I may, ladies,
Yes.
Please.
if we just talk about the astrology, our astrology segment for just a hot second.
Yes.
Teaser.
How hot are they together?
Oh my gosh.
Those fire signs are going at each other in those first 2 episodes. And I'm so happy that it's actually there. I was a little nervous. I was like, maybe I was wrong. I was not wrong.
Yeah. By episode 2, you're really.
But it's not manufactured. Like it is. Both of them are so fiery. They're both like, what? Bring it. Let's do it. And it's just it's so good and
Oh my
juicy.
gosh.
I'm so excited.
So good.
Yeah, I
Can't
can't
wait
wait.
to get caught up.
Yes.
Yes, Karen, catch up. Come on, Karen, this is
I know.
If this is you, if there was a picture next to your wheelhouse, it would be this show.
I'm so excited.
Get mad. All right, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fiery Priest, still my favorite thing on Twitter, even though I'm not watching the show.
It is still ridiculously fun, and the
What
visual
episode are
jokes.
we on? How much?
We are
Yeah,
on.
I've lost track.
I just watched. So, if today is Monday, this past weekend was 33 through 36 of 40.
Oh, okay, so you got
so
one more week.
almost done.
Yeah, I'm a little. I haven't watched this weekend yet,
Okay.
so I'm at 29 through 32.
Okay.
Got all these numbers straight. But there's so many visual jokes in this show. Like they're on a stakeout, and the cop buys instead of. He's like, "Why are you always wearing the black mask?" He goes, "I got his other masks, and they're these dogs. They're these dog heads."
Because that doesn't stand out at all.
I know. Did you see? Did they put it
No,
on
I
Twitter?
haven't seen that one yet. That's awesome. I will say that Twitter really does. It keeps me
detective
very happy with
character.
all the little clips that I get to see. I have no idea what's going on, but they're hilarious.
Oh, but our nun, Sister Kim.
Aw.
Turns out
Oh.
the reason that she joined the convent is because her brother was killed because really she was a gambler known as the 10-tailed fox of Pyeongtaek.
Yes, she was.
That's where all that
Yes,
swearing
I
comes
love
from.
it.
So she shed that goofy emotional character and
She just
went back. She had to gamble. Blah blah blah. Plot.
Right.
But she's trying to decide.
Get money for
because-
the orphanage.
No, to
something
get
else.
the
Okay.
accounting books. It's too
sorry.
convoluted. I
Okay.
can't even.
Okay, sorry.
And does it matter? No, because it's just super fun. But she's trying to decide. She needs a sign from God that this is supposed to be what she does. That she's going to, take off her nun's habit and, be this gambler again to confront the guy who killed her brother.
I'm almost afraid to ask what the sign from
she's
God is.
walking, she trips and falls and spills her product placement oranges, and this real life Ghost Stop character appears in a red suit with an umbrella. It's the bright card, and it was just silly. It was silly and fun. And she's like, sign from God.
Nice.
So they it's continuing to ramp up. Everyone's betraying each other. But
Now, did I see? Oh no, maybe you haven't seen him yet. But did I
haven't seen it
see?
yet.
I saw.
June's
that our big bad from the beginning is now teaming up with our
seems to be
band of
Yes, I haven't quite seen that yet, but he did, as Honey Lee's character, he said, "I want to steal all the money." So all the money is stored at the club.
Okay.
Rising Moon.
I love that so much.
It's just stupid. It's like this table, but just stacks of money, right? In one big cube of bills.
Sure.
And it takes 4
It would be hard to
thumbprints to access the vault. And so they've been stealing thumbprints because Go June wants to break in there. And it's just, it's very
love
funny.
him so much.
It's very funny. It's great.
It's not good,
It's a good weekend watch.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the other weekend watch. And
How's it
thankfully,
going?
Viki picked it up. There's
Yeah.
some that it's
yeah.
taking forever, but it's there. People will be able to watch it on Viki hopefully very soon.
And this is
Yes.
Kill It.
Kill It. Yes. Thank you, K-Drama Gods. It is going to be on Viki. I'm not going to lie, this week I thought it was a little slow. This past week. Yeah. But I feel like
the visuals, worth it.
Oh, so worth it. No, I feel like it was one of those weeks where it was like, we're now going to give you story so that we can then pull the trigger at the halfway point and just go full barrel. So I feel like that's where we kind of went at it.
Little setting groundwork happening.
Yeah.
Oh, but the visuals are so nice.
Any particular?
He, she,
He, she,
yes.
they,
So
all.
Chunky Young and Nana.
Nana.
They're just,
Oh my God.
it's really
They're
is.
really good
They
actors.
really are really well matched. Like they really
are well matched,
They're just
yes.
really well matched. Like visually,
always good to see.
actorly, story-wise.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like, there's no big holes in any of it. It's really enjoyable to watch, and I'm looking forward to them kind of finally getting together on various levels.
Yeah. So is this a cable show?
Yeah, it's OCN.
Because that's right, OCN. Yes,
Oh, right, which
OCN
is
shows always a little different, always a little
Yes.
more story oriented. But because this is a few episodes back where he shot the bad guy and there was all that blood splatter as if he had directly shot the camera. I was like, wow, that's really intense. Remember the guy on the boat?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
shoots
yeah,
the
yes.
Russian?
Yes.
Because you know how sometimes in K-dramas they'll blur out the knife.
Right.
And
Yes.
it's just waving
Yeah.
around. And yet there was this blood.
blood splatter. Yeah.
I was like,
Don't need
I
to
guess
blur
it's the
that
difference
out.
between cable and network.
Yeah. It's very different.
It might
Yeah,
be the-
for sure.
Yeah.
The censors, yeah.
I'm really intrigued by where this story is going because it is. There's a lot of like
Fate.
ugliness, fate, a
I
lot
ask-
of
can
fate,
I ask
so much fate.
a plot question.
Sure.
Have any animals died during?
No.
Okay, good.
No. Because I think pretty much all of us will riot. We have a cat. We have Gray the dog. We have the hedgehog.
Oh, that dog is beautiful.
A hedgehog.
is
Oh, hedgehog! I forgot.
Yeah.
The baby hedgehog.
Baby hedgehog.
Baby hedgehog.
There was a deer running.
Oh,
yeah.
we haven't even talked about it.
What?
Oh my God,
what?
the big plot point where he's her daughter. No, she's his daughter.
Yes.
Wait, what?
So
I had
right.
to rewatch it like
So
15 times.
The orphan, but they just kind of blew past
blew
it, and we
past it.
don't have an
I hate when
explanation
shows do
yet.
that.
There's an orphanage that was basically taking these children, and I'm assuming
I feel
doing all sorts of strange
Yes.
things with
Like chemical testing. or
artificial
drug testing.
insemination,
jeez.
maybe taking them for their organs.
I thought that there would be
because they set that up.
almost like the harvesting of organs for like these old people.
Old,
Like what was
rich
that? What was
people.
that movie that was Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson where they had to escape
Yes.
from it because they were.
Yeah.
What? The Island. Yes, The Island. Thank you, Marco. It's kind of The Island-esque.
Yes, so we thought it was that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then they just dropped casually. Does he know he's living with his daughter? Like, wait, what? Wait, what? Time out. What?
What?
Yeah. So the girl
But I was
he's
the The young girl.
The young girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
the building owner.
The building owner is
another
his
building owner.
daughter.
Yes.
Because she was one of the numbered children, I believe, also. So the two numbered children, the numbered children are the special kids.
Right, but she
where-
lived with the man that David Lee McInnes killed, and
Yes.
Chen Keong said, "Don't kill her; she's a
Yeah,
child."
so he saved his own daughter,
Yes.
theoretically. And I think if I'm tracking the story correctly, the guy who was her grandfather was
Yes.
actually the one who sponsored her her life. Like
Yes.
he's the one who paid for her the insemination to create her. And so he
Whoa, that's
and then he kind of when it all went to shit and they were killing all the numbered kids, he had the foster mother get her out of there and
Yes.
saved her.
Right. So we're only on.
Crazy.
We're up to episode 5 and 6.
Right.
Of 16.
Right? We haven't even
Maybe more.
halfway point. We haven't even watched it yet.
There's so much.
I'm so not sure I'm
Right?
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure about the show at all.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's fantastic. Are you kidding me? I love it.
Okay.
I love all that sci-fi shit. Heck
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
crazy,
fantastic.
Kim.
Oh,
Wow.
and waiting to what the blue. I need to figure out what the blue eyes are all about. Because I will go back to my original complaint about this show, which I love what we're watching. But he was supposed to be the devil's assassin, people. The original
I
setup
know.
for this show was he was from hell.
Well, wait, are we talking about artificial insemination? So is he like the father of all these children? That's what they blew up.
They haven't really explained it. It was
Okay.
literally,
It's literally one line.
So we know nothing at
That's
this
it.
point.
Which I'm sure will become a major plot point in episode 13. No,
Oh yeah, I don't think you can drop a bomb
you can't
like
drop
that.
it. No. Twitter exploded as soon as it happened. We were all like, what? It was amazing. So yeah, I need details, people. So I'm hoping
Yes.
that we get some as soon as we hit stop on this and then we go watch it. Because it is,
Love it.
I love it so much. Whew. What a full week.
that is a week.
So much. So
good.
much going on.
What did you guys watch?
Yeah.
Talk to us. We're the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
I'm Marisa. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Thank you so much for helping us get over 500 subscribers. You guys are awesome. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Leave a comment below. What are you watching this week? Keep this K-drama copy klatch going, and we'll see you soon.